towards you?
No, I can't remember that one. There have been so many.
Yeah.
Hurtful, most hurtful? Maybe you remember,
I
yeah?
don't know why you didn't carry a towel.
Yeah, well, that was just a normal one. Yeah.
There are worse ones. So what has your experience been with her? I mean, like, she's been, what has your experience been with her? Like,
Well, actually, I had a pretty good experience working with Twinkle. It was great fun working with her. We got really close, and
This is very boring. Why you just say some funny things like how I found you. You were crying behind a
I
rock.
can't compete with you and Karan.
No, you were crying behind a rock.
Close.
So this is what actually
you
happened.
got him crying behind a rock.
He was sitting behind a rock. So he had gone to the director to explain this shot, and the director didn't listen to him. And this is Aamir, he's very serious about his work. So he was heartbroken, and I was looking for him. Where is he? And I went, and there was this massive rock, and he was sitting behind it, and he was crying.
Poor fellow, how sad, Aamir. You were upset because Dharmesh Darshan didn't listen.
Look at what she's doing. Look at what she's doing. So now you have a sample of what she constantly does to me. But it was really good working with her because I discovered that behind this bimbet kind of exterior, there was actually this really sharp person, who had a great intellect, had a great sense of humor, and was extremely perceptive about human relationships, human beings, and I found that quite fascinating.
No, he's saying all this. Let me please tell you. So in the beginning, when I started writing, I actually have a quote in my book because it was him. So Sarita Tanwar, thank you very much, who asked me to write this column. She said, you're this voracious reader and you crack lame jokes all the time, so why don't you write a column for me? So I told him, and he said, hey, everybody in India watches cricket, doesn't mean they can play. So I actually took that quote from him. And then when I started writing, I would send him links of my columns. And he would tell me this is rubbish and send me links of Satyame Jayate or Satyame Jayate every day. Okay? So one day I sent him a link of my column saying, it's doing really well. I'm trending at number 7. And he's telling me, my show is number 1. I said, you're a big time movie star, the prime time TV show. I'm a has-been actress with a column. But he still competes with me. He competes with everybody.
You finished?
Yeah.
Yes. I really didn't think she would make it as a writer. So I was very concerned for her. So it is out of concern. I was not being funny. I was concerned that I was telling her, that everybody watches cricket, but not everyone plays it. It was out of concern,
This is the encouragement. And there's my husband on the other side.
Let me finish.
My husband
Let
said,
him
yes.
finish. What happened? I wish the cat would get your tongue. Let him speak.
So anyway, I was, when I began reading her articles, I was really blown away. Person who's funny and perceptive, but to actually also be able to write that and create that on paper is not easy. So I was most impressed by her.
Yeah, well, she has done really well. So give it up then for Q Aamir. You have to sit here.
Oh, okay.
You cannot go anywhere now. You are prime time superstar. You cannot go.
Prime time superstar.
And we have to call the man who is actually tolerated to Twinkle for more than a decade. Please welcome her husband, Akshay Kumar. Come here. No. No. Firstly, my deepest condolences. My apologies on behalf of the film fraternity. We come from film families, so we must apologize that these are our products that are on display. So we must say that. And thank you, thirdly, for accepting our girl with open arms and giving her a life.
My pleasure.
He's quite proud of her. He has not agreed with anything I've said.
Yeah.
But tell me, you have many fights with your wife? Do you fight a lot with her?
Do I fight with her? Yes, I do.
You do?
Yeah.
And who's the first to make up?
Obviously me. It's me, because we have rules in the house. Rule number 1, Funnybones is always right.
Okay.
Tina is always right. And rule number 2, the man of the house has to keep on saying sorry, sorry, sorry all the time. So I'm the guy who keeps on going and begging. So.
And then,
To be honest, isn't that the rule?
No, there's no such rule.
There's no such rule. Okay,
There's no such
fine.
and
Okay.
the third rule?
Both of us. No, that's all. There are too many rules now.
Okay. No, I can completely imagine. We know she can make you laugh, but when is the last time you think she made you cry?
I think last week only when she saw my film Brothers, she said,
Good things. I liked it.
I'm not saying you didn't like it. Let me speak. As I said, she saw Brothers and she said, you work so hard and you're such a strong man. I know you'll protect me for the rest of my life. So I started a little bit, I was a little bit emotional about it.
Oh.
So that's it.
Yeah, I mean, I have this thing. I like men who can like kick someone and kill them.
Do you know, Karan, when she married me, you have to tell them about, she made a whole list why she should marry me. And all my, please go ahead, Tina.
Yeah.
Apparently, this is something very few people do, but I think it's common sense. So when I married him, I'm going to have children with him, so I made a genetic list. You know what diseases run in his family?
I thought I was anal, yeah? This was like serious stuff, yeah?
Huh? This is actually, yeah.
And I hid it in a drawer and he found it. So he's like, asking me at what age my uncle lost his hair and what, who has cancer in my family. I keep asking him.
That's seriously twisted, Tina.
Why? It's practical.
And did he pass on various accounts?
I have 2 children.
And both beautiful, so well done on genetics then. All right, fantastic. So if you had to describe her, because we're all from the fraternity, we had to describe her as a Hindi film title, Akshay, what would that Hindi film title be?
Saas bhi kabhi bahu.
That is
I would say that she is baby. She's like a deadly mission with a very, very, very happy ending. So,
you know that has all kinds of meanings.
Listen, I don't know how you're going to think about it, but that was my film, and that's what she is.
She's a baby with a deadly mission and a happy ending. She sounded like something we've banned already. Aamir, you have a fun title that describes Tina?
Yeah, Hunter Wali.
All right, fantastic. So Tina, now your last thoughts on these 2 men. Both of them have been a big part of your life in terms of one your husband, one an actor you've had a tremendous relationship with. And what are your thoughts on them being on your panel on the launch of this big moment in your life?
They're lucky they're here. There would be 2 other people there, more deserving, but I couldn't find anyone else. So I asked them.
That's why I didn't mention my name. I didn't want this insult hurled at me. I was very happy. Well, I want to say that, all credit or discredit for a person's demeanor, personality, and their general nature comes from the mother. So I think we should call the mother on stage right now to launch this book along with these 2 wonderful gentlemen. And if she has anything to say, or maybe apologize to us on behalf of her daughter.
Hi, everyone. I had a lot to say, but I've been asked not to, because after all, I am Mrs. Funnybones' mother, so it can get just very, very bad. But if you all insist, and you all must really insist, then I would love to share it with you.
Please do. You must.
Should I? You're serious? Okay. Now, I don't care how you accept it or take it. Okay, the first time I ever realized that Tina had, she was witty or she could make things up was, I had gone to their house when they were newly married with Kichra, and it was just me, Akshay and Tina. So after having the Kichra, Akshay said, "Arey bhai, ek soda leke aao, thoda sa kala miri dal ke." Stop it. Should I stop it? Serious? But I want to say it. Come on. Go ahead, right? So this time, my words. No, I have to share this because it may be wrong, but I mean, okay. So she goes,
So many channels.
that's all right. Go ahead, have a field day. You've never seen me like this. Go on, okay? So what does my brilliant daughter do with me sitting there, newly married, both of them? She goes, Oh, जब पेट बिगड़ा जाए अक्षय सोडा पाइए हवा इधर से हवा उधर से हवा Can you believe this? I didn't know. She's my mother. Worse than me. So there are no questions where I get this from. Mom, please unveil the book. We don't want any more stories.
Yeah, can we have the book, ladies and gentlemen, very quickly?